You
So I am not
not
from an
so much.
engineering background. I'm from a physics
Huh.
background. I'm a
Huh.
bachelor's in science from
Hmm.
Mumbai
Hmm.
University.
Hmm.
So the knowledge obviously helps because there
Hmm.
is a little bit of current involved in sound,
Hmm.
which needs to
Hmm.
be kept in mind. But as of today, with the advancement of technology and
Hmm.
the digital world, I don't think there's any barrier. You can come in from any field and join it. You
Hmm.
don't need
Hmm. Hmm.
any engineering background. You don't need any physics background per se.
Hmm.
Till the time you
Hmm.
understand sound and you can use the softwares, that's more than enough. So sound per se, like a field in itself, is very vast.
Hmm.
It comprises of elements from the dialogues to the background to the
Hmm.
music to
Hmm.
foley, everything, ambience, effects.
Hmm.
It's a field where not only one person involved, there's a unit, I
Hmm.
would say. When I read the script or when we are narrated the script, there is a vague
Hmm.
picture in your head
Hmm.
or a vision in your head that the director wants.
Hmm.
And once the edit happens and once it's on my table, I try and
Hmm.
include everything that I can,
Hmm.
from a
Hmm.
single footstep to a single, maybe a cloth rustle
Hmm.
to ambience, everything. And then when we are actually on the mix, when we are actually seeing the film, that's when we see what the mood is like, whether I want the emotion to come out or it's just some narrative scene where everything else has
Hmm.
to be natural. What is the mood
Hmm.
of the scene? And that's how we
Hmm.
decide whether we should pump in the music or remove the
Hmm.
music completely, bring
Hmm.
in some SFX and play with them, or just keep the ambience
Hmm.
up and make sure that you are, if you are sitting, for example, if you're sitting by the beach and I kill the
Hmm.
ambience in that scene, I don't think you will get a feel that you're sitting on a beach.
Hmm.
At the same
Hmm.
time, I will not pump it up so that it irritates you. So I
Hmm.
try to keep it as natural as possible.
Hmm.
People now form a team before they actually start the pre-production stage.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
once the team is made, everyone is involved in the narration of the script. Everyone gives
Hmm.
their inputs, including the sound designer.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And then we come to a mutual consensus whether it should be done, can be done in another way. I give my inputs. So
Hmm.
this is how we sort of, work in a team to
Hmm.
achieve the final product. So sound is
Okay.
become an important element in today's filmmaking.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I always tell the actor to sort of time the way he's saying the dialogues. I
Hmm.
don't tell them to mask all these natural sounds,
Hmm.
incidental sounds, as we say.
Hmm.
But I tell them to, you know, try and bring them in when they are not speaking the dialogue.
Hmm.
Like I'm
Hmm.
speaking to you and I might just keep my mouse on the side or I might just
Hmm.
use the cable later on. So
Hmm.
use the sounds in gaps.
Hmm.
Do the action in gaps. So they are
Hmm.
not on the dialogue. So what happens is we can then in post either reduce it or cut them completely if we want to replace it.
Go
People
on, sorry.
think a sound designer or a sound recordist on location, his job is just to press the button. It's
Hmm.
not. It's to keep a tab on all these things.
Hmm.
When how the actor is speaking his dialogue, what are the pauses, when can he do incidental sounds, what are the things that he can avoid. All this we need to figure out on shoot. I would definitely say sync in today's time.
Okay.
Because I am not categorizing or generalizing anything, but
Hmm.
as per my opinion, indie films usually are shot on low budget.
Hmm.
Indie films will always have the new wave of actors. They won't
Hmm.
have the seasoned actors.
Hmm.
And most importantly, the way we are writing script in today's day and time
Hmm.
have become more conversational than the yesteryear's dialogue wala scripts. I don't know if anyone will remember any new dialogues from past 5 years because there are no films that have that dialogue. So what usually happens is to get that natural flow of conversation in dub is very difficult. So as far as anyone who comes and asks me, should we go sync or should we go post dub? I said, go sync. So there are many actors we deal, especially if there are 7-8 actors. You know what happens is usually if this is the lens, they finish their part and then they exit. So if it's a known actor, I will always request them to be silent, and then their fader is in my hand, so I can obviously fade it out, even if they whisper and talk and say Arey, he's forgetting his dialogue, because there are actors who tend to do that. Once they are not in frame, they will always go and say Arey, he's fumbling, he's doing something wrong, uska costume aisa sahi nahi ho raha hai. So you just fade them out. It is very important, I would say, in scenario where you have a multicam setup nowadays. It is very important to be cordial with your camera person or the camera team per se. There are times when you have a wide shot and a close up and you can't do anything. You can't put a boom. You have to live with the collar mic or the lapel mic, as we say. So these are scenarios, or we go and request them कि थोड़ा light angle shift कर लो so the shadow will not come. We can try and place it from here, or try and track in little bit so that my headspace is reduced, or try and manage the headspace. But that's the teamwork, I would say. So we have started remixing for OTT now. So say once the film is mixed, it's released in the theaters, we take all the stems from the mix and we go to a smaller room now. Not to a huge theater. We go to a smaller room and we remix the entire film over there. Because we have to deliver at a specific level. So we reduce the levels and we make sure that the dynamics are gone. And it sounds absolutely cracking on earphones or in a OTT 5.1 setup. So we have started remixing. So it's a completely
Changing
different
times.
approach. Yeah, changing times.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you like what we do, follow us on our socials and check out our other uploads.